Government is urging a shift from awareness of gender-based violence to accountability. But listen to this. It's not entirely clear how it hopes to achieve this.
Yeah, Minister in the Presidency, Maite Nkoana-Mashabane, has launched 16 Days of Activism. That campaign, it's a yearly campaign. It's the 30th anniversary, in fact, of the campaign, launching today in Soweto. Senior reporter Barry Bateman has the news.
The theme of this year's 16 Days of Activism is a move away from awareness and towards accountability. But how exactly is this achieved?
Don't look away. Be aware that something is happening next door. Now take responsibility. Make sure that if you hear a scream next door, you go to the police, you do something.
How is accountability going to be achieved when the police have a DNA backlog of more than 200,000 samples? Thousands of gender-based violence cases are being struck off the roll as a result.
It's a concern not only of the Minister of Police, but of all of us. And we need to turn that around. And we are putting all hands on deck to change that.
Gender-based violence survivor TARRYN DRAAI urged all people, not only those suffering at the hands of abusers, to speak out.
I was too scared to go to the police, so my neighbors had called the police. So it's not easy, first of all, for a woman to break out or to break the silence because of our cultures and our traditions and what we were also, what we married into. It's not something that it's easy to speak about.
Newly elected JOBURG Mayor PHALATSE says government needs to do more to empower women, so they have options to walk away from abusive relationships.
Many of them were dependent on their perpetrator for their livelihood. Many of them depended on the man in their lives for survival, the provision of shelter, the provision of food, even care for their children. And many of these women could therefore not walk away from these abusive situations because they did not know where to from there.
To make any real impact on this scourge, all South Africans need to make their voices heard and say no more. Barry Bateman, Soweto.